Now, looks like it was confident and now to go with the implement plan. There's another command that it could have gone with, but don't worry about that. So I will go ahead and quickly read through that. Just make sure that the set of changes it's making, I become familiar with as well, because if you don't read this, you will not know how your project is structured. You will eventually not know what you even have. And that is what happens when you vibe code, and you should be vibe planning instead. You should be going through a lot of discuss, ask questions, perform web research. These are elements that may go into eventually, but I'm creating these videos selfishly for myself to get actual productivity work done for me. And if you happen to extract something from it, good for you. And this tooling actually has, I built some beautiful like instruction sets to where we make changes and then we also test them using Playwright, which is a browser automation tool. Certain things can be tested. LinkedIn is very sensitive about using automation on it, and you are most likely going to get banned if you abuse it. Document updates, what's out of scope after implementing what should be done. Okay, I'll go ahead and kick that off. And while it runs, because I trust my tooling, I'm going to go ahead and click here where it says ask before edits and allow bypass permissions. It's a little dangerous, not something that you should be touching at all. And you probably will not even know how to turn this feature on. Again, it's not rocket science, but you'll figure it out eventually when you mature, or if you want to just go nuts. I'm going to click here with the square box and a dash where it says show command menu. And as you can tell, my base model is actually a recommended one, default recommended. And I go with medium effort. I have thinking on and switch models when a message is flagged. This is a newer feature that I'm liking. Anthropic or Claude Code is able to maybe infer from the complexity of the command or whatever you're sending, the session you're having, of how complex something is. And it increases the model sometimes from Sonnet to Opus, and increases the effort from like medium to high sometimes. I haven't read into it that much, but it's been fairly neat. I like it. I like it when I see that it changes things to kind of align with the complexity of work. Remember that me, especially, this is a problem I deal with. These prompts are sometimes very big. I need to command minus on my keyboard to expand out. So let's see what it's doing. Let's sort of try and follow along, or just take a nice nap. Because of all the planning work we did, we fed it such beautiful context. The description, the HTML, and also the AI infrastructure that's already been built that we're leveraging. There's a lot of things working together to produce the highest quality output that we can. This is, try not to get a seizure here. This is Playwright in action. It's just, it has a variety of test cases, and it's just making sure that they pass. I also recently built you'll see that it's activating a skill called Chrome Deploy Dev. Because I'm doing a lot of iteration still, after a set of changes, I want to package this up into a zip file that has a manifest. That means it describes this particular Chrome extension. There are a lot of other supporting files like JavaScript files, maybe some HTML files that it packages up in a zip. And then it's going to go ahead and launch a certain Chrome app with certain settings on it. It's not like a normal Chrome app. I can't describe it too well, as you can see. And it's going to allow us to actually be able to deploy after it makes changes directly here, so that I don't have to go do manual clicking and unpacking, etc. I don't have to go do load unpacked. It's already done for me. And let me just make sure. I think I saw version Uh, 1014, that's what we saw here. I'll just refresh for the heck of it. Let me go ahead and check my options. So up top in the left, I'll go click options and go study my settings. Again, enable outreach mode. I need this to actually be enabled by default. And there's a way to preload it, but I have to, let me go do another, again, remember, new session, option needs to be checked by default whenever we deploy a new version of the Chrome extension. Let me see if there are other settings that it's not. Default invite template. Again, this is not maybe the best experience, so let's see. Okay, there's no role. Let's see, I have a tooltip. Curious if you have any D365, 10 years in Dynamics 365, recently cut up, worth connecting. Oh, I like this one. LinkedIn Connect, no role. LinkedIn Connect, no role. Perfect. And I will highlight that. As you can tell, there's a lot of copy pasting, and you should be doing that. You don't want to be using up your fingers too much. Also default this. And notice how I'm actually not having everything as a continuous stream because I want to visualize what I'm typing to review it. Because clicking return or enter will send this to this session, I hold shift and then I click enter to make a new line. And I sometimes give myself a little extra space. It's a way for me to focus. Yes, AI is amazing, but you need to know how to drive this thing. Also, LinkedIn Connect, no role template is over 200 characters. When sending a connection request, we're limited to 200 characters. Can we trim it down just a bit? Yeah, like down by like 15 characters. So let it help us how to word that one, and I'll review it eventually. Let's see. There's some AI here, but I haven't wired that. I'm not there yet. You can add me on LinkedIn if you'd like. Tony Michaels. Availability windows. Here's the names. Whatever that's called. Very French of us. Okay. And then debug, I always want that on. That's by default. Beautiful. There are rules. There are templates. Okay. So let's fix that part. Let's consult on that first. And again, I'll go ask before edits, bypass permissions, and I'll just pre-write consult in case there are multiple rounds. This is one targeted request. And it actually, I'm going to make a guess that it's just going to spit out a nice prompt for us to continue down our assembly line. All right. So moving on, we deployed it, and I just want to go ahead and open this up in a new tab just to make sure it refreshed fully. And let me go down to, remember we were with Brandon.